As we're headed down to the Pioneer Saloon in Good Springs, we are getting closer to the Nevada Blues Festival taking over the Valley. It is the first and only multi-day blues event taking over multiple venues in Southern Nevada. Here to tell us all about it is the owner of Pioneer Saloon down in Good Springs, Steven Stats, and Scott Reiner of the Moanin' Black Snakes. Thank you both so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us on. Appreciate that.
Okay, let's quickly just talk about the ghosts at Pioneer
Saloon.
Saloon.
To cover your last segment there, there's a whole haunted history to the Pioneer Saloon, and Halloween's coming up too, so that's a big thing. And we've had all the big shows come out, like Ghost Adventures and that kind of stuff, come out and do the paranormal investigations, and there's a lot of weird stuff that happens there.
And maybe some famous ghosts too.
Oh, yeah.
But that's, you know what, that's for another day.
Yeah, that's a whole other segment.
Yeah, and we can do that. Please come back. We're here to talk about the Nevada Blues Festival. Pioneer Saloon is taking a big part in that, so tell us about the fest.
Yeah, so it's interesting, you know, to a lot of people, Pioneer Saloon's a lot of different things to different people, and like the haunted history, the other historical aspects to it. To some people it's a biker bar. A big important aspect of it for me is that it's an outlet for creativity, and in this case, music.
Yeah.
And I grew up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and playing guitar in blues clubs over there, and you know, over there we had Jazz Fest and things like that in New Orleans. And then I lived in LA a lot of years, and we had all kinds of jazz and blues festivals in Long Beach and LA. And I'm like, we need to step it up out here, and because the amount of talent we have just locally is phenomenal. Like Scott Reiner, for instance, with the Black Snakes. But even one of our performers at the Nevada Blues Festival, Jimmy Carpenter, is a local saxophonist. He's like Grammy Award-winning, amazing talent. So like we have all this local talent that's not channeled, that I just need to step up, and we picked the 3 local venues that are most known for local acts, Sand Dollar, Lounge, and Soul Belly and Pioneer Saloon, and we all got together and coordinated these 3 days from September 29th to October 1st, where we could all focus on the blues. And it's a free event, so there's actually no tickets or cover charge.
Free event, but you can pay a little bit and do VIP tickets if you want, but you don't have to, which is a wonderful option. Scott, you're going to do a little performance for us, but first tell us about this amazing guitar you brought in.
I call this the flower pot guitar. It was while I was playing in Austin, Texas, and I met a young lady who approached me and said, "Hey, I want to make a flower pot out of this." I'm like, "Please don't."
Much better use.
Yes. All right, let's hear the flower pot guitar. Nice.
Awesome.
Folks, he's wearing a beer bottle.
Yeah, you got to tell him how you made that.
Well, we got to go, so...
Okay, it's a wine bottle, actually.
Oh, it's a wine bottle,
cool?
Okay. Here's information one more time on your screen for Nevada Blues Festival. Of course, if you want the full lineup and details, go to nevadabluesfestival.com. Steven and Scott, thank you both so much.
Thank you so much for having us. Appreciate it.
We'll be right back.